Hi, this is Marino with Elegant Femme. Welcome to Winter Wonderland. My goodness, it's freezing. It's been snowing for, I think, about a couple hours now. It's gorgeous. So hopefully you can see me clearly. All right, so this is what I want to talk to you about today, because here we are in the beginning of the year, and what's the new year about anyway, right? It's about good tidings and cheer to all and peace, and I want to be real with you about something. At the end of last year, I wasn't feeling that way at all. In fact, I was having some pretty kind of dark and ugly thoughts like, forget it. Do I really want to do any of this anymore? I was feeling overwhelmed. I was feeling disconnected from my truth. I was really finding myself in a place that I was starting to operate more in the shoulds of my life. Can you relate to that? Really. Getting into that space where you're doing everything on autopilot. You're so plugged in, you're just running on adrenaline and you're overwhelmed and you're totally out of balance, right? Okay, well that's where I was. So I decided to do something that some people, especially my husband, considered very extreme. Like, is that really necessary? Do you really need to do that? I mean, come on. Isn't 30 minutes enough? So here's what I did, and here's why it's important for you to know. I gave myself the most fantastic gift. And I want to show you how you can give it to yourself too. So I'm going to be teaching you in the video today. You're going to be realizing and understanding how you can too step back into balance, step back into clarity, and step back into that authentic knowing, back into that natural sense of motivation. Instead of feeling forced, step back into your natural power. So I'm going to be showing you the 3 steps so that you can get back into balance. Let me tell you first what I did. Okay? December 20th, I decided I was going to take a Techno-Fast. There was a little planning involved, but December 20th is when it started. And I decided that I was going to not check my email, not open my computer, and I took Facebook and email off my phone. And I decided that from December 20th until January 7th, I was offline, okay? Now, I want to tell you what happened. Because at first there definitely was some anxiety. I realized how much I was depending on other people's opinions and other people's agendas of what I was doing throughout the day. And after a few days, something new started to happen. I started to ask myself some deeper questions. I started to realize what it was I didn't like and started to reconnect with what it was I do like. All right? Really amazing way to start the new year. So I have a very strong recommendation for you. I invite you to do a Techno-Fast. I have to tell you that I'm getting some rolling eyes behind the camera. So you might feel some resistance around this, okay? It's not the easiest thing to do. And you know, I run my business online, right? So is it my personal best interest to tell you to do and invite you to do what I'm going to tell you? Maybe not. Is it in the highest good? Absolutely. And that's what I'm concerned with. I'm committed to women living their truth, living their beauty, and living fully their sensual lives. And in order for us to do that, we need to be connected with who we really are, okay? So here are the rules for a Techno-Fast. Number 1, you need to set a time frame, okay? Now, you don't have to make it as long as mine, but I do suggest truly a minimum of 5 days. I know that feels like a lot. This is why. Over the first couple of days, you're going to feel an intensity to just check real quick or just do this. It takes a few days to really start to separate yourself from that kind of urge. And come around the 3rd, 4th day, you'll start to settle into the freedom around it, and I'll be advising you to ask yourself some questions during that time. So number 1 is you need to set a time frame, okay? Number 2, you need to set yourself up for success. I suggest you put your computer away. I suggest that you take email and Facebook off your phone. Doesn't mean that you can't put them back on later, but for this Techno-Fast, I suggest you take them off because you will be tempted. Anyone who's ever done any kind of food cleanse, you know what I'm talking about, right? You take the chocolate or whatever it is out of the house and you don't go to your favorite restaurant when you're doing a cleanse, okay? It's the same thing. You want to set yourself up for success. Number 3 is you need to be held accountable. Tell somebody. In fact, tell more than one person that you're doing this. In fact, what I did is I told all my groups, I shared it with the entire community, and I put it on Facebook. So one of the things you might want to do is put it on Facebook. You know what? I'm doing a Techno-Fast for the next X amount of days. You're not going to see me on here. And then if somebody sees you poking on there, they'll be, okay? So hold yourself accountable. So those are the 3 rules. Set a time frame, set yourself up for success, and make yourself accountable, okay? As I shared with you, you're going to feel more balanced. You're going to feel more connected to your authentic truth, and you'll find a natural source of motivation. So when it's time to return back, okay, after your Techno-Fast, I have some ideas for you as well. I suggest you set your intention for coming back. I had a little bit of anxiety about, oh my goodness, what is this going to look like when I open up my computer after 3 weeks? So I set my intention around what I wanted to be like when I came back. And I chose to bring some of the principles with me. You might find, actually, let me tell you this. What I want you to do on that 4th or 5th day is to journal. And I want you to ask yourself, what are you not liking in your life right now? What is it you really are liking? And what is it you want to infuse more of into your life so you can love it again? Ladies, that's why we're here. It's why we're here. Love it, all right? So this will give you a chance to do that. Now, you might want to carry some things back with you when you come back online from your Techno-Fast. I chose to not put email back on my phone. I am choosing not to open up my computer or check email during the weekends. Okay? So these are some things that felt really freeing to me, that I'm keeping that opportunity and that promise to myself. So here's what I want you to do now. I want you to email us back, and I want you to tell us if you're going to be doing this. I want you to, or you're not going to be doing it. Okay? So email us, respond back. What is it?
Comment.
Oh, comment. That part. Comment below, wherever you find this. Comment. Let me know if you're going to be doing the Techno-Fast so we can hold you accountable. And if you're not going to be doing it, why? Okay? So the rules again. Set yourself up. Set your time frame. Set yourself up for success and make yourself accountable. Well, comment on this email and let us know. Are you doing it or not? And why? Happy Techno-Fasting!